Hi everyone, it's Janette, Crafty Dork, here with the Mixed Media Challenge for September for Crazy Possibilities Crazy Crafters. Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters. God, I can't even say it. They're the picks. I have gessoed my page and I'm now going to just add a bit of texture paste with my stencil, which will be that way. Okay, and this, I just picked the first one that was on top of my drawer, so very much planned. I think not. Okay, and this is texture paste from Ranger, and it's the opaque matte finish, which I quite enjoy. It's a thicker paste, and it dries very quickly. It's I love it. So what I've got here for myself, I've got some string, and I used I'm going to be using this one. It's a fairly thick string. For the metal, I've picked out a couple of filigree things and a rose, and the butterflies are also going to be metal that are in the picks. I've got the beads, some lace, and I sort of want to do, it's a bit like a tag I once did, and I had a few friends ask me if I would do this tag for them in a class, and I never ever got around to it. But we're having a retreat for my card group, and I thought I might do a tag, and very similar to this technique. So when I saw the pics, I thought, I think this will work for me on a couple of levels. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've got that on that side, and I will just let that dry and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I've got my lace, my string, my brass bits, my butterflies, and my book page. Now the book page I actually rolled into a tube, and then I've just cut it for a little bit of embellishing. We'll see how this goes. It could be a big flop, but I'm just going to use some hot glue, and this has been turned on for a while and I didn't realise, so it might not. Let's see. It might be euchred. Let's just look at it. No, I'm going to have to turn it off then. The wrong one's been turned on by the look of it. Okay, down on the floor you go. Before we work out what else. So we might just have to use, I've got this Contour Creations glue. It's a bit like our 450 here in Australia by Helmer's. And I'll just pop a bit of that on, just to hold it in place until I do the rest of the mucking around. Did I ask you if you're all right? I think we all do that, as though you're going to say, yeah, we're all cool, or, you know, we're going to hear you and solve your problems with you. But that's cool. We just do it because we do, don't we? Okay, now I think I will put this lace there. I had this lace, which is really pretty, and I also had this one. But because they're all going, I think I like the pattern on that one better, so we'll just pop that down there as well. I'm not going right to the edge of the page because I want the book to shut eventually. So we'll just do this one. So hopefully it won't be a very long video for you to put up with. I think I've done a bit of the thinking before we started, so that might help. Okay, so we've got those down. Now the next thing I want to do is this one in the centre. Now I'm going to use texture paste to hold that in place because I want to build up a little bit. So it will take a while for this to dry afterwards. I'll probably need a little bit more across. Like that. Now, is this going to look right now? Yeah, I think that'll do. That'll be fine. Now I'll put the texture paste just underneath there to hold that up on the other side. And then that should be right there with a bit of, just a bit of glue to hold it onto the metal. There's probably a lot of right ways to be doing this, and I hope there are some of you out there who will say to me, Jeanette, you could have done it this way or that way or the other way, because you know I like to just hear you all talk about the way things should be done, so that the others that are playing along get the quick, easy way, and then they also get the correct techniques. Although with mixed media, I don't think there's a lot of right and wrong. Now, what I did here, it's just little glue dots or big glue dots, and I've just wound the string. Oh, I didn't say it, did I? Perhaps I'll just cut. I don't know. They should just come off, but it's not going to, so I'll just cut the plastic and leave it on the plastic. Okay, and I might just bring everything in a little bit more here. Okay, so we'll pop those down. And I'm not worried that it's gone through there, and you'll see why later. Let's get those little bits out of there. So it's still got the shape, but we've still got the yeah, okay. So that is that little bit. I just want to next step is, and I've put it away like a silly goose, the gesso again. No, it's not. Sorry. No, sorry. I need the beads. So just let me make sure. Oh, I've got this step up here. We've done the lace. We've done gesso, and we're going to do that again. We've done texture paste, the metal, the string, the book page, the stencil, the butterfly. Right. So we're about to do the beads. Now, to do the beads, I want to put yeah, I will use this modelling paste. I'll get another trail. So what I want to do is build up around, all around here. And I should have perhaps done it before I sat them down, but just a bit more, just so that it's all on one level. Down there. And up here. Push it under there a little bit. Okay, now I probably should let this completely dry, but I will just see how much I can dry with the dryer to just let me do the next step. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, back again. Now I've got some beads and I just want to put one in there, a big one, in there, one in there. So I might just put a little dab of glue just to make sure that it holds. Oops, I stuck my fingers together. Okay, just so that it can just sit on top there. Okay, now I've just got another few little ones to just pop to scatter, and I realised as I was drying this that perhaps I shouldn't have dried it. I should have just left it so I could drop these willy-nilly around the place, because I just want to have the beads as a little, or the pearls, beads, whatever I've got there, as a little bit of texture going on. And I don't know if this is the right glue to use, but we'll find out, won't we? Okay, let's dab a few of these little ones down. These are just from an old square one necklace that I pulled apart. These look like little teardrops or something. I just want a few different little bits of texture floating around. Just gives it a bit more interest when we're finished. I'll just pop a bit of, oh, done it up. I've had these for that long, it's time I used them up, I think. Okay. Let's just pop another bead there and a couple of little ones. Okay. That should be fine. Okay, they can go back in that little pot. And now it's time to see if this next step works. So I've got a fairly decent sized brush. We used a Gesso, and I'm going to cover the whole lot in white. Now I've got a feeling my granddaughter's coming through the door. If she is, I'll shut off. And no, I think they might be taking the dogs and going home. That's okay, that's good. Not that I saw her this morning, so I'm not missing out. It's just I told her mum when she went to pick her up that I want to do a video. And I asked Peter to keep little Alex out so I could do that. I think that might be down a bit. So everything gets covered in gesso. All of that, all of this. Yeah. These little ones aren't quite stuck. so they're going to get moved around, but that's fine. Where they land is where they'll be. So the gesso will help to find them a little home. And that, to me, is the best part, is just not knowing where they're going to end up. Let's put a bit. So you still get the shape of everything. And, you know, if I had, I would like to have chain, keys, and I could still add all that sort of stuff to this. It doesn't, you know, you don't have to stick to the 10 prompts. If you want to decide that, you know, you want to do something like this, you know, add the other bits that you really want to put in. I'm just going to stick to the 10 so that you know, you can see what it's like. But, you know, with a little key here and there would look really nice, or some chain. Yeah, all sorts of, I'm just trying to think. I've got some, there's stones that they use for mixed media. I've got some of those floating around. They would have been ideal as well. And, you know, I could incorporate those because, you know, let's face it, they look like beads. It's just that they're not. So these I want to pile up so they really give a bit of texture as well. So that's why I'll just... And once I've done this, I may come back in and add more beads to, you know, give it that extra bit of oomph. A couple of little ones just in the bottom there. That one can go over there too. And I may need to do a couple of coats of this. I think I'm going to end up with beads in my gesso. And we've still got colour to go, so, you know, I want to have the definition of everything so that you can see the butterfly, you can see the flower. You might not be able to see much of the filigree behind that, but, you know, it's there. We know it's there. There's a little bit of it, and once it dries it'll be a bit different. There's our little butterfly there, and I might actually try and just bring his wing up a fraction. Let that sit under there. Yep. And there's my head in the... So I think that's a nice texture around there. We'll leave this to dry because I'll have to come back and add, well, I probably won't have to add more gesso to that because we've got the colour to come, so that will take some of the you know, put colour onto the little spots that haven't been coloured white. So we've got little clumps here. You just dribble around it until you're happy with your... That one can go over there with those other couple that I'll pop there. Yeah. Get under there. So you can still see the shape of some of the bits behind there. And I'll just colour you.
Now go on.
Yep, no worries. Are you going yet? The kids are gone. We've had 3 days of Alex Monday and Tuesday, and they come for breakfast in the mornings, and then Mara goes off to school, and then we had Greta on Tuesday, so Dad could and Mum could do some decluttering and get the skip filled up. It's really nice to be able to do all that. Okay, so I think, whoops, I've got a bead there. Put you there. And you can see that one, you can see them. Yep, beautiful. Now, just paint over these. So I'll cut the video off. I'll finish painting here and here, and we'll come back to add the colour. Okay, back again, and I'm just going to add a bit of colour to it. I'm not sure. I had pink and blue distress. They're really bright. I've got the oxide spray ice spruce, which looks really nice, and I've got tarnished brass. It's the distress stains, and antique bronze. The thing is, when you spray these, it just goes basically everywhere, doesn't it? So I've been thinking about just painting them and see what happens. So I'll try the buff. No, I wanted to do this one. I was going to do the these. Just paint over them, and that way they won't split everywhere, as if I paint properly. We need a different brush, but this will do. Just to give a bit of colour to it all. Although one I did, and it's like a goose, I gave it away instead of keeping it, and I didn't even take a photo of it. I think I know I left it all white, but I did have some colour somewhere, and I can't remember. You know, my old brain. I can't remember where the colour was. I think it was a bit of pink or something, but very, very pale. So we'll do that down the bottom, and then to bring those two sort of into the middle, I might do the little butterfly in this. I didn't think it was going to be very long, but we've sort of got a fairly lengthy video, so I hope you'll forgive me. So that one is the tarnished brass, and we will do yon butterfly here with the tarnished brass. So he's going to stand out, and I actually put a few little pearls down his spine just to, you know, because I can, I suppose. Don't know that. So you can see his little shape there. dokie. Just need to get a bit of water. I'm using my coffee cup as a water bottle. That's disgusting, isn't it? But they all go in the dishwasher. Now, I might do... what should we do? Do the pink butterfly, or should we do... No, I like that. I'm going to see how good I am. And that's a good one. There's a bit of book page. Oh, book page, Jeanette, where are you? Young Alex was chopping it up before. Here we go. Just get a bit of book page, don't you? I love this colour. So if I do that, okay. I'll probably muck it all up, but we can only do what we can do. I just want to sorry, I'm not talking. I've got my tongue out and all sorts here. Trying to do it on the right spot. So that just adds a little bit of oomph there. And that rose is really blending right down, isn't it? Hum, 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 hum. I need to do something with the rose. I need to do something. Perhaps the blue, a little bit of the blue. Oh, it's very bright. It's happening now. Too late, too late, too late to change. That's the leaf, and that's the leaf, and that's the stem. Well, at least he's showing, isn't he? I mean. Yeah, that's not too bad. And the rest will leave white. Don't know if it's okay, so that's my attempt at September's Mixed Media Challenge. We've done the lace, gesso's everywhere, texture paste is all around here, the metal pieces, the string, the book page, the stencil is still visible, the butterflies, and some colour. So there you go, all done. Okay, now I hope you enjoyed that, and I eagerly await your creations popping up on Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters. Thank you very much for watching, and bye for now. Hi, it's Janette. I'm just showing you, I went back in with some metallic glitter polish. Can't remember what it is, but what brand. I just popped that on the lace, and his little head fell off, so I'm going to have to fix that up. Whoops. And then I just dulled the rose down a little bit. So I just wonder whether I should do a little bit on these. I'll see. You'll see in the thumbnails, but I just thought that just brightened it a little bit on those, would made them show up a little bit better. Okay, now I will go. Bye for now. Happy crafting and stay safe.